In this demonstration, I'll show you how to check your utilization and any overages, where to check for historical data usage, and how to enable storage notifications. So let's get to it. So first we want to log into our Insight Management console, and the first place you want to go is to Dashboard. Now here at the top you can see a summary of some important statistics. The first item to note is allocation. This is your storage entitlement. This volume is calculated by taking the number of active users and multiplying it by the 15 GB per active user shared storage allowance. The 15 GB is per user in your subscription and also takes into account 15 GB for each active user being charged as a monthly overage. To the right of this, you can see the actual volume used in the archive, and to the far right, if there were any storage overages, the figure will be displayed here. If there was an overage, the number will be displayed in red, and this is the volume of data that you'll be charged for on a monthly basis. Also, if you choose to click here, this gives you that information as to how that is actually calculated. So next we want to check how our storage has grown over time. So if we scroll down in the dashboard, we have a storage consumption by age bar graph. Each column represents the data volume older than a particular time period. So for an example, let's say I could get legal sign-off to implement a 7-year retention period. Once set up and expiry is enabled, all data older than 7 years, unless it's on legal hold, will be deleted. So in the example here, that would recover about 15.7 gigabytes of data. This is useful information for having those internal discussions to show the cost benefits of enabling retention, if possible. Getting approval for data deletion can often be quite difficult and time consuming. However, this graph will help with the cost benefit of enabling retention and expiry. So next we want to be proactively notified that we're reaching our storage allocation. To do this, we can go to Reports and Notification area and select Notifications. Here we have two different types of notification, usage and capacity. Usage relates to active user count when we're reaching that number of users, and the capacity notification is for our storage usage. So we'd simply come down here to edit, and then we can enable or disable and enable the notifications. We can set the threshold for which we want to be notified that we've reached, and we can say how often we want that notification to be sent to us. And then lastly, we enter in the email addresses over here for whom should actually receive those notifications.